Hello, welcome to NOLA Stamping. I'm Barb Baldwin, and I wanted to walk through a card I'm making today with the Country Time in papers. It's cleverly hidden in the magazine, so I wanted to show you where in the annual magazine that it's at. It does show a couple of the papers there, but I really love the designs for this paper pack. And I thought that it would be fun to show you the papers and a cool card that you can make with it. I've been working with this all month along with my fellow crafter Christina of the Sunny Day Memories. And this is the pack starting out, and I now just have scraps left. So my card just really does show you what you can do with a few scraps of a beloved paper pack. Okay, so let's go ahead and take some crumb cake, and we're just going to cut a piece that is 2 1/4 by 2 3/4 ish, and we're going to do a little texturing to this in a minute, and then we're going to take boho blue, and the boho blue we're going to cut like the card front on it. I'm going to use like a pre-scored card base to make it. So this is just going to be the base for everything to go on. So we just need one that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. And then, like I said, I have used and loved this paper. So I'm just going to cut 6 pieces that are 3/4 of an inch wide by 3 3/4 inch tall. And since it's double-sided, you can use like double, both of the sides. So, if you have a bunch of them, you can go ahead and just cut, 2 of the same thing. Okay, so for the sentiment that's going to go on the front of the card, we're just going to make a frame for it using Night of Navy. So that's about 1 1/2 inches tall by about 4 inches. And then we're going to cut a piece of basic white that's just a little bit smaller than that. So it'll be 1 1/4 inch by 3 3/4 inch. Okay, so let's get to stamping. So I'm using the Misty Moonlight ink, and I'm stamping a sentiment from the Winterly Treetop Tops, which is a new stamp set that's coming out in the mini catalog that's in September through December. And it's got these adorable birds, which I love. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp those. Also using the Misty Moonlight ink, and we're just going to use a die cutting machine and cut those out real quick. Okay, so one of the things that I love doing is just pulling everything together in sort of like a monochromatic sort of look on these cards. And so Stampin' Up! Has this, it's called a blender pen, and you can just pick up some ink off of your ink pad. So, I'm using the Misty Moonlight again, and I'm just using it to sort of color in the branch and the rest of the berries and stuff like that, just to keep that like same look going on the card without having to like try and find a marker and color in and stuff like that. So this was just a quick and easy way to add some color and dimension without having to do too much. Okay, and here's another fun way to add some texture onto the card. So I'm just taking my water brush and just adding some water on the 2 edges of the top, the top and the bottom of that crumb cake cardstock. And then I'm just going to go ahead and first run my finger across the edges and sort of like distress it a little bit. And that's a way to distress it just a little bit if you just want a tiny bit of it. But I want to go crazy, so I'm taking my bone folder and just running it across that wet edge. I'm using my Versamat on my work surface. So just like a flat surface works, and then just sort of run the tip back and forth, and it'll just sort of pull all the fibers out and it leaves it with this really cool texture. Since everything else is kind of going to be cut like nice and straight, like that's a good way to just add something different onto the card. Okay, so let's go ahead and start assembling. So we're going to take those 6 pieces and just sort of line them up. And I make sure that there's like, not two dark tones next to each other. I make sure that there's like a mid-tone next to a light and dark, and that way, like, it just sort of goes together well. And then I'm going to take my T ruler and, like, I hook it on the side of my mat, just so then that way I can, like, line everything up. So when I add my tape runner onto the back of the little pieces of DSP, I can just butt them up against the top of the ruler, and then like that gives it like a nice straight line for it to attach to. And it's just a quick and easy way to like add everything in, and it makes it look straighter than maybe it is. I'm not sure. But anyways, so then we're just gonna go ahead and attach that sentiment to the crumb cake distressed piece, and we're gonna add some tape runner to the back of that and put that in the lower right hand quadrant of the card, and then we're going to attach the bird die cut that we did the little bit of coloring to, and use 3D foam dots to sort of pop those up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the tape runner to add some tape to the card front, and then we're going to attach it to the white card base that we have. And I like to do it on my work surface just so then everything lines up perfectly. Okay, so then the very last touch is some embellishments. And I really love these, I think they're called pecan pie and clear ribboned dots. I really love the silver with the blue, or the clear dots with the blue. It really like just adds a touch of something to the card, and I think it looks great. I always put an odd number on every card front. For some reason, people's brains look at that, and then if you do a triangle, it sort of pulls your attention in. So you'll see that I start with the triangle, and then I'm going to go ahead and add one onto the berries, and then just to keep everything with an odd number, I'm just going to add 3 onto that textured piece of paper. And I think that is it. So I just wanted to do a quick reminder that if you enjoy a day of craftiness, you might want to think about signing up for our paper party on September 28th. I'm co-hosting with 2 other fantastic scrappy people, Christina and Laura. Don't forget the early bird ends soon on September 1st. And Laura, the scrapbook guru, shared a couple of screen grabs of what she's going to be doing, and it is fantastic. So if you want to sign up, the link will be down below in the description. You can find out more information or where to sign up. Okay, well, thanks for making this card with me today. I hope you make it or make it your own. And don't forget to stay crafty.